how to play a pitched instrument called the recorder, which I'm sure you've heard plenty of times at home already. And we are here to celebrate that and share with you how we came to be able to learn a new language, actually, the language of music, and actually read the language of music. So the recorder, the instrument recorder, is part of the 3rd grade music curriculum. So from the very first day of school, if these guys can think back to August whatever of last year, when they came in, they immediately started bugging me. When's the day? When do we get them? When do we get them? When do we get them? My mom paid for one. I know your mom paid for one. Everyone will get one. Don't worry, we have some other things to do before we start. So every day they would say, when's the big day? When's the big day? Our big day finally came like early November, right? It was just before Thanksgiving, I think, a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. And when I said, okay, next time I see you, it's the big day. So they walked in all excited, big bright eyes that morning. And they looked at me like I was crazy because I handed them 3 little white stickers. They were like, wait a minute, what's this? Where's our recorders? And we actually, remember that day, guys? Yeah. We changed our arms into a recorder, and we put the stickers on our forearms, the underside of our forearms, and we learned the very first 3 fingerings on the recorder for the very first top 3 holes. And those fingerings are B, A, and G, and they learned that 1 finger is a, 2 fingers is a, and 3 fingers is a. Right. So while they were anxiously waiting to get this brown thing in their hands, they were pressing these little sticky stickers, and they thought it was ridiculous until the next day when they came in and they actually got their recorders in their hands. They knew how to play 2 songs already before they even got it in their mouths and blew into it. So that was the real excitement for us. So we immediately learned that for every letter, the first 3 letters, B, A, and G, corresponded to a fingering on our instrument. So all we did was look at the letters, right, and we played the right note. Like this. This is one of the first songs we learned, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Ready, guys? Ready? Left hands are on top. Good. Well done. So we continued to play songs like that for many, many, many days and many, many songs with just B, A, and G. They kept asking, when are we going to learn a new note? Well, it was going to be time very soon, but first we related the letters that we knew and the fingerings that we knew to the note values that we've actually known since 1st grade. Quarter notes, half notes, 8 notes, whole notes. And they learned that a letter by itself is a 1-beat note called a note with a letter with a dash after it. We hold a little longer for 2 beats, and it's called a half note. And then the quick notes that we call holding hands that play really fast are called 8 notes. Yes. So these note values they've actually known since 1st grade and have practiced on our rhythmic percussive instruments inside the classroom. So they said it was really neat to see that connection. Oh, okay, so we can play those rhythms on our recorders. So then once we had that understanding, we could play tunes like this. Ready, guys? This is Hot Cross Buns.
Instruments ready.
The ever popular Hot Cross Buns.
1, 2, whisper, play.
Good job. Well then, a couple weeks later came the musical staff, and we had a lot of fun with that, because then, by this time they knew, I think, 4 musical notes, the B, A, G, and that's when we added C. And then we got all these worksheets where we had to fill in underneath the lines and spaces of the musical staff where we felt that that note lived. And we did a lot of practicing with worksheets and games and had a lot of fun. One of their favorite games was the floor step. We put masking tape on the floor, 5 lines and 4 spaces, and we would take turns stepping on the lines and spaces, and we'd have a little race, and they love to play boys against the girls and do a rematch. So we're in here having a good old time, and then at the same time, we're learning where everything lives. And next time we played, they could actually read the music without the letters underneath. But we did a lot of practicing filling them in. Okay guys, let's show them how we did that. So we'd have a worksheet like this, and we'd fill it all in first. All right, let's hear, what is it?
B, 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 A, 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 G, G, G.
Great, then after we wrote it and said it, we would play it. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Good job, let's do one more, ready? Fill them in. Good half. Perfect. Now let's play it. Ready, and here we go. Excellent. So we got really, really good at that. So we started playing different tunes. One of our favorites is drum tune, where we had the musical staff with the letters underneath, so our eyes could look at both at the same time. And I would keep reminding them to make sure they don't just look at the letters, but look at where they are in the staff also. So then we get really good at it, and we could take that away and play it without the letters. So we're going to do it for you twice and show you how that works. Ready, guys? Top one, we get to peek at the letters. Second time, no peeking. 1, 2, here we go. Rid of them. No peeking now. Ready? 1, 2, last time, go. They love that part. It's a lullaby, so let's try not to put our audience to sleep. 1, 2, and here we go. One more time, bottom and get it. Excellent. Nice job. So then, after all of that came the marvelous recorder karate. And when they heard the word karate, they got all excited because it didn't mean karate chops, but it did mean colored belts, just like the karate concept. It works in that way. And this method is really brilliant. I wish I had thought of it myself. This lady is just one of my heroes because I've never seen kids learn how to read music faster because of this method. So there's 9 belts, ranging from white through yellow, orange, green, purple, blue, to the coveted black belt, of course, at the end. And each song gets progressively a little bit more difficult. And the idea behind passing a belt and earning a belt is being able to play the entire song with the correct rhythm, the correct notes, without the letters underneath. So they'd be allowed to work together, write them in, then erase them really good, or I would cover them. And that's when they were taking the recorders home and practicing and then bringing them back. And the great thing about it is they get to work at their own pace and together. It's not a race. Nobody's trying to get their belts faster than anybody else, although we do have a little contest with Mrs. Harris's class to see, who can get the most belts faster. It's a pretty fun contest, right? Yeah. And we're helping each other. So I sit at my desk and I test while they are mingling around the room and helping one another. You see, because I can't be two places at one time, I explain to them. So the rules are, if you receive a belt in a certain color and somebody in the class does not have that belt, you're the official teacher for that belt if you have it, so you can walk up to them, offer them help, or they can come to you and ask for help. And it's amazing to watch it all happen, because to see them teach each other, of course we all know that when students teach one another, they're learning even more if you teach it to somebody else. And to see all that happening and see the excitement of how they would help their friends, they would even come up and walk up with their friend that they just helped, and they would stand next to them and encourage them and say, okay, you can do it, you can do it, and they would stand there and kind of cheer them on, and it's a lot of fun and it's great to watch. So when you get through your entire packet and you get to the black belt, we have what we call the black belt ceremony. And whenever you get a black belt, we get to stand and honor that person with the ceremony. And I think we should show them what it looks like. Is that okay? Awesome. We're going to ask Amberly to do it for us and pretend that she just got her black belt, because Amberly was actually the first one in the class that got her first black belt in the experience class. So this is what we do. Okay, guys, stand up. Let's pretend Amberly just got her black belt. So we all stop what we're doing, and we all say, we look at Amberly and we say her name, Amberly, and we say, "Hail to the recorder master." And of course, they love to thrash the phone. Yeah. Thank you, Amberly. Excellent, excellent. Have a seat. Guys, why don't you hold up your recorders and show off your belts? See, look at that. Everybody either has their black belt already or is really, really, really close. Everybody's really close because we're all helping each other and doing a great job together. So this is the point in our recital where they got to choose their favorite song from the recorded karate method to either play by themselves as a solo, as a duet with another person, or a trio with two other people. And we're going to do that for you now. Are you guys ready? Excellent. You may take pictures if you like. They're going to come up to the recorder stage. Let's start with Nick and Jimmy. Come on up. They're playing a duet called Gently Sleep. Next we have Tammy performing a solo. Saints Go Marching In. And now a duet by Kundan and Phoebe called It's Raining. Oh, I hope you guys don't make it rain. It's so peaceful. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Plays Saints Go Marching In. We have Kyle performing Ode to Joy. Solo Ode to Joy. Jocelyn and Haley perform a trio on hot cross buns. Come on up, girls. Pretty dress. Skirt. Very good. Next we have Reva performing Twinkle Little Star. Sarah and Ray perform Old MacDonald as a duet. Lastly, we have Troy performing a solo on Skip to My Lou. someone come in late? Should we do somebody again? Who'd you miss?
Yes, I did.
Jocelyn, come on back up. You girls want to do it again? Why not? An encore presentation. Come on back up. We'd love to hear it again. Did you decorate your recorder? I just noticed that. That's very pretty. Okay, Jocelyn, dance ready. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, ready? Nice job. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. I hate when that happens. Weren't they wonderful? Let's give them So before we close, we want to play for you one of our favorite group tunes called Baba Blues. It's called Baba Blues because it only has 2 notes, and it was one of the first ones that we were able to read. And it has a real fun accompaniment, so we like it a lot. You guys? 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Here comes an A. 1, 2, here we go. Nicely done. So before we conclude, please make sure that the recorders stay somewhere around this summer where we can find them for next year, because we are kind of extending things next year as 4th graders. We will still be playing. Not as extensively as we did this year, but we will still be playing. So they need to make sure that the recorders don't get at the bottom of the pool or lost in the sandbox or something this year. We're going to play one more tune for you. Today you've heard all sorts of famous nursery rhymes and folk tunes that have been in existence for many, many, many years. But we saved our last song, probably the most famous recorder song ever written. And we've kind of reenacted it this year, and we brought it back the respect that it deserves, right, guys? So let's all stand and play our last recorder song of the day. It's a very serious song, so get your very serious face on. Ready? Okay, here we go.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Dance time, dance
everybody having a ball. I tell the fellas stop them in calling. And the girls is totally called. Liverpool and Shotgun. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Awesome. Have a seat. Well, we certainly thank you for joining us today and sharing our journey through learning how to read music with all of you. It's been a lot of fun. These guys have just a couple minutes to take pictures if you like. You can take pictures up on the stage, sign autographs if you like, before they have to line up and get out there for lunch. So congratulations, guys. Go greet your public. Go ahead. And families, you can walk this way. There's lots of room out here. Is that what you play with out here in the Nice to see We don't want to be late for lunch. Say goodbye, Moms and Dads. He said he had a Cubs hat, but it's not a shirt. That's okay, a little bit of both. Thanks for coming, everybody. Great.